And we need to acknowledge some people, because what I really don't want to be is that annoying, boring guy at the beginning, you know, and everybody really wants to see the movie. So I'm going to really do this quickly so I don't forget. I'm going to acknowledge a couple of people here, the guys who made it possible financially, and also the producers. Paul Duggan, Tom Sundance is also in the film. And you know what, hold your applause, because I'm going to run through all this real fast and then just give it all to them, okay? Dennis Nardoni, Steve Jones, and did Christina make it? I think she's here. You all should stand up, by the way, so people can applaud for you. And Ram Hazretti, who wrote it and also produced it. And I'd like to thank the City of Chicago and the Illinois Film Board who made it great. Let me think here. I jumped out of a plane once. I literally jumped out of a plane once. And I remember standing on the edge of it. Now, I had a parachute on. But I remember thinking, right at the edge where I hang onto the rudder, and, or this little strut that went up, and the little handle, thinking, I have a choice here. I can either get back in the plane and land safely, or I can let go. And I knew I was going to let go. It was the most surreal experience, and letting go and flying through the air. The only difference between that and this is I landed in about 15 minutes really hard. I could land really hard again, I know that. The difference is it's going to take me about an hour and a half to sweat this one out. So I was never really a great club person, you know. I was about 8 years old, and Cub Scouts kind of called my mom and said, you know, nicely, it was okay if I never showed up again. It didn't really fit me, but what I always was, and am to this day, and I love, are teams. Man, if I could go out and be on a team right now, I would do it. I'd go to every team meeting, and there's a real big distinction. And filmmaking is the ultimate team sport. You just don't get it done. And my crew was so great, and I just want to thank them, and they worked their little butts off, and they were just tremendous, and the cast was great. And then we had Jennifer Begun, who's here. Jen, stand up. She was my production designer. You hear, babe? Fucker, David Fuck, my first. Ferris couldn't make it. And then we had the guys who scored it, John Sadoff and Sean Douglas. And the guy that everybody fell in love with, that I brought over with me, who just helped me to no end, my DP, Chris Sigurd, who's not here because he's working in Toronto. He's just great. So I can't thank you enough for coming out. Really, I'm very, very appreciative. Honestly, and I'm not going to take up any more of your time. I guess we have a little bit of time afterwards where we can answer some questions, but thank you very much. And at the end of this film, if you can, imagine there's a little credit at the end that says, happy birthday, Leona Douglas. That's my mom.